The motorcycle market just hit a breaking point in August 2025, and it's spiraling faster than anyone predicted. Sales are crashing, dealers are panicking, and some major brands may not survive the fallout. In this video, we break down exactly what is going wrong and why this could be the biggest industry shakeup in decades. Let's start with the most shocking reversal that's about to get much worse. Kawasaki just overtook Honda as the top-selling brand in the US, with a strong plus 23.7% year-over-year increase in July. But industry insiders know this victory is about to become their greatest nightmare. August projections suggest Kawasaki's success was built on unsustainable dealer incentives and inventory dumping that's about to backfire spectacularly. The Ninja brand that drove their July success is projected to crash harder than any competitor in August. The Ninja ZX-10R, despite strong July numbers, faces inventory saturation that could see August sales drop 20% from July peaks, selling only 800 to 900 units. The Ninja 650 and 400 volume sellers in July are projected to see catastrophic declines as dealer floors overflow with unsold units, selling just 2,000 to 2,500 on the month of July. The Z Naked series that powered their market share gains is about to go naked with customers. The Z900, Z650, and Z400 are all expected to see their July momentum completely reverse, with sales up to 2,500 to 3,000. August projections suggesting 35 to 45% drops across the lineup. But here's the devastating truth. Kawasaki's July victory was achieved through massive dealer incentives and extended financing that's now creating a debt crisis. August could bring the announcement that their market leadership was bought with borrowed time they can't afford to repay. Kawasaki's climb to the top is turning into one of the industry's most dramatic downfalls, and somehow its rival is clawing its way back to the throne, right when no one expected it. Honda's slip behind Kawasaki with double-digit losses in July was just the beginning of their American motorcycle apocalypse. August projections suggest the company that once democratized motorcycling is about to abandon democracy entirely when voters stop showing up. The Gold Wing, their luxury touring flagship, saw significant July declines that are projected to accelerate dramatically in August. With touring machines particularly weak in the current US market, August could see Gold Wing sales drop below 750 to 800 units nationwide, going down 30 to 40% compared to July. Here's the bombshell that industry insiders are whispering about. Honda is reportedly preparing to announce their complete exit from the North American motorcycle market. This announcement could come as early as August 2025, making their July losses to Kawasaki their final competitive battle. The Africa Twin adventure bike, despite some July resilience, faces August projections that suggest triple-digit sales nationwide, dropping to 20 to 30% from their past sales. The CB650R and Rebel lineup, once volume sellers, are projected to see double-digit numbers as Honda shifts focus entirely to cars and power equipment. Honda's July defeat to Kawasaki wasn't just a market share loss. It was the final proof that nice people have completely abandoned motorcycles. August could be remembered as the month Honda said goodbye to American motorcycling forever. But Honda's dethroning pales compared to the American icon that's about to face complete extinction. Harley-Davidson's minus 22.2% year-over-year decline in July was devastating. But August projections suggest this was just the warm-up for complete corporate annihilation. The Milwaukee icon that defined American motorcycling is about to discover that icons can die. The touring division that kept Harley alive through previous downturns is facing the worst crisis in company history. With touring machines particularly weak in the current US market, the Road Glide, Street Glide, and Ultra Limited are projected to see August sales drop 35% from already catastrophic July numbers. The Sportster S, their desperate attempt to capture younger riders, managed minimal July sales with over 550 to 650 units sold, facing August projections suggesting single digits nationwide. But here's where it gets truly horrifying. Harley's July -22.2% decline is accelerating exponentially. Internal projections suggest August could see a 35% month-over-month decline, effectively making recovery mathematically impossible. The Pan America Adventure bike, launched with massive fanfare, couldn't adventure past statistical irrelevance in July and faces August with rare appearances. When your flagship adventure bike can't adventure past quadruple digits, you're not having a bad quarter. You're staring at corporate death. Harley's American dream is slipping into a full-blown nightmare. But the real shock? One brand's high-end image is about to turn into its biggest weakness. Motorrad's -8.2% drop in global registrations during the first half, with North America down -11% and Western Europe down -10.6%, was just the prelude to August's projected American catastrophe. Their premium positioning is about to become a premium liability when customers disappear entirely. The S1000RR Superbike, despite maintaining some July resilience globally, faces August projections in America that suggest sales below 600 to 770 units nationwide, declining 20% from the regular. For a bike that costs more than many cars and represents German engineering excellence, these numbers aren't just disappointing, they're devastating. The R1250GS, once the adventure segment leader globally, is projected to see dramatic August declines in America as the adventure touring market collapses. With touring machines particularly weak in the US, even BMW's flagship adventure bike faces triple-digit level projections. Their electric offerings, already struggling globally, are projected to perform catastrophically in August America. The CE04 electric scooter could see triple to double-digit sales in entire regions, proving that electric motorcycle adoption has completely stalled. BMW's global -8.2% decline masks the American reality. August could see 30 to 40% drops in key segments, forcing complete restructuring of their North American operations. BMW's German engineering is colliding with American market reality. But the real twist? One brand's epic comeback is on the verge of turning into a full-blown horror story. Indian's attempt to challenge Harley's dominance just proved that resurrection doesn't guarantee survival. July sales showed continued weakness from their already struggling position, and August projections suggest the brand could be racing back to the graveyard permanently. The Scout, their volume seller designed to attract new riders, faces August projections suggesting sales below 700 to 800 units nationwide. The FTR Performance Cruiser, positioned as their modern answer to changing tastes, is projected to see triple-digit August sales. But here's the truly devastating projection. Indian dealerships are terminating franchises at an accelerating rate. July saw continued dealer defections, and August could see 20+ more dealerships abandon the brand. When your own dealers give up faster than customers, you're already dead. The Challenger, their direct Harley competitor, couldn't challenge market forces in July and faces August projections suggesting double to triple digits nationwide. The Chief lineup, their heritage models, are projected to see combined sales below 400 units. Polaris Industries is reportedly preparing August announcements about either finding a buyer for Indian or beginning complete liquidation procedures. The cruel irony? Indian spent $200 million rebuilding their brand identity, only to watch it collapse faster than the original company. Indian's second death might be faster than their first, but there's one Japanese giant whose silence is more terrifying than any announcement. Yamaha's July performance showed continued weakness across all segments, with August projections suggesting the tuning fork might be permanently broken. Their delay in releasing July numbers explained the severity of their crisis, and August could bring announcements that shock the industry. The R1 Superbike, once the king of the track, faces August projections suggesting sales below 40 to 60% units nationwide. The MT Series naked bikes, designed for younger riders, are projected to see combined August sales below 1,000 to 1,700 units across all models. The R3 and R6 sport bikes, supposed to create the next generation of riders, sold over 400 to 600 sales in July. August projections suggest the R3 could see sales below 300 to 500 units nationwide, while the R6 might not reach double digits. But here's the bombshell. Yamaha is reportedly considering following Honda's lead and announcing complete North American market withdrawal. Their July consolidation announcements were just the beginning of what could be total American abandonment. The Star Cruiser lineup couldn't star in anything except disappointment during July's weak touring market. August projections suggest the entire Star division might not reach 350 to 400 combined units nationwide. Yamaha's potential exit from the US market would send shockwaves, but there's another brand collapsing quietly in the background, and it's falling faster than anyone realizes. Suzuki's July numbers were so catastrophic they refused to release them publicly, continuing their pattern of silence that began in June. August projections suggest numbers so horrific they might abandon American market reporting entirely. The Hayabusa, the bike that once ruled highways at 200+ miles per hour, could face August projections below 150 to 200 units nationwide. When your flagship speed machine can't flag anything except failure, you're having a brand crisis that threatens existence. The GSX-R series, the foundation of modern sport bikes, is crumbling completely, with over 200 to 300 in sales. July showed continued weakness across all GSX-R models, with August projections suggesting the entire series combined might not reach 400 units nationwide. The SV650, once the perfect starter sport bike, couldn't start anything in July's weak market. August projections suggest sales below 550 to 700 units. The Boulevard Cruiser lineup faces similar extinction-level August projections. Industry insiders confirm Suzuki has accelerated talks about licensing technology rather than manufacturing. An official announcement about exiting motorcycle production entirely could come in August, making them the first major manufacturer to completely abandon American motorcycling. Suzuki's silent exit might be the loudest statement about the industry's future, but there's one Italian passion project facing brutal reality. Ducati's Italian passion project learned in July that passion doesn't pay bills when customers vanish. Their July performance showed continued weakness across all segments, with August projections suggesting the most brutal reality check in company history. The Panigale Superbike series, despite maintaining some global appeal, faces American August projections suggesting the V4 and V2 combined might not reach 600 units nationwide. For a brand built on performance passion, these aren't just low numbers, they're extinction-level numbers. The Multistrada Adventure bike, their volume model designed to bring new customers to the brand, couldn't generate volume in July's weak touring market. August projections suggest sales below 780 units nationwide. The monster lineup that defined the naked segment for decades faces August projections suggesting both monster models combined might not reach 800 units. These bikes that once had waiting lists are now waiting for customers who may never come. Audi, Ducati's parent company, is reportedly preparing major August announcements about the motorcycle division's future. Internal documents suggest they're considering complete North American market withdrawal, making Ducati another casualty of American motorcycle apocalypse. Even Ducati's projected collapse couldn't prepare anyone for the next European brand's American nightmare that's happening as we speak. Triumph's July performance showed that surviving the 1970s UK motorcycle industry collapse doesn't guarantee surviving the 2025 American apocalypse. August projections suggest British resilience has met its match in American market indifference. The Bonneville Heritage lineup, designed to capture retro enthusiasm, couldn't bond with customers during July's market weakness. August projections suggest the entire Bonneville series might not reach 500 combined units nationwide. The Speed Triple Naked Sport Bike, once a category definer, faces August projections suggesting triple to double digits in sales. The Tiger Adventure series couldn't roar to relevance in July's weak touring market, with August projections suggesting the entire Tiger lineup might not reach 1,000 combined units. The Rocket 3 muscle cruiser, with the largest production motorcycle engine ever made, couldn't rocket anywhere in July. August projections suggest sales below 400 units nationwide. Several Triumph dealers reported in July that they're preparing to reduce floor space or eliminate the brand entirely. August could bring the announcement that Triumph's American adventure is over. There's one more European brand flying high on luxury. But that premium image? It's about to turn into a crushing liability when the market shifts. KTM's parent company financial distress, already evident in July, could force complete North American abandonment in August. The Austrian brand built on ready to race is about to be ready to retreat from American racing entirely. The Duke Naked lineup couldn't duke it out with July's market forces. August projections suggest the Duke 890, 690, and 390 combined might not reach 550 units nationwide. When your entire naked bike lineup can't crack double digits per model, you're not competing, you're capitulating. The Adventure series couldn't adventure anywhere during July's touring market collapse. August projections suggest all Adventure models combined might not reach 300 units nationwide. The RC Sport Bike series couldn't race anywhere in July's weak sport bike market. August projections suggest both RC models combined might not reach 600 units nationwide. KTM's North American distributor has reportedly begun preliminary liquidation discussions. August could bring the official announcement that KTM is packing up and heading home, making them another European casualty of the American market apocalypse. There's one more brand whose proud racing heritage is about to crash headfirst into American market reality, and the impact could be brutal. April's MotoGP success couldn't translate to American market success in July, with August projections suggesting complete market irrelevance for the Italian racing brand. Their racing pedigree is about to face its biggest test in American market reality. The RS V4 Superbike, bringing MotoGP technology to the street, faces August projections below 450 units nationwide. For a $20,000 bike representing Italian engineering pinnacle, these numbers represent complete market rejection. The Tuono Naked bike lineup couldn't tune into American customer demand during July's market weakness. August projections suggest both Tuono models combined might not reach 200 units nationwide. The RS660 Sport Bike, positioned as their American volume model, couldn't attract volume during July's sport bike market collapse. August projections suggest sales below 370 units nationwide. Piaggio Group is reportedly questioning Aprilia's American viability entirely. August could bring announcements about complete market withdrawal, making Aprilia another European brand abandoning American motorcycling. And there's one more brand whose Swedish adventure is spiraling fast, about to become a full-blown American nightmare no one saw coming. Husqvarna's attempt to establish an American presence became a cautionary tale in July, with August projections suggesting their Swedish adventure is about to become a complete American nightmare. The Norden 901 adventure bike, their American breakthrough model designed to compete with BMW and KTM, faces August projections below 800 units nationwide. For a bike positioned as their American market penetration tool, these numbers represent total market rejection. The Vitpilen and Svartpilen naked bike lineup couldn't penetrate American consciousness during July's market weakness. August projections suggest both models combined might not reach triple digits nationwide. The 701 Supermoto, designed for American urban environments, couldn't navigate to sales success in July. August projections suggest sales below 150 units nationwide. KTM Group is reportedly considering whether to continue the Husqvarna American experiment or focus resources on their own struggling KTM brand. August could bring the announcement that Husqvarna's American adventure ends before it truly begins. August 2025 might be the month the American motorcycle industry dies completely. With powersports already down 8% year-over-year in July, August projections suggest 25 to 45% month-over-month declines across all major manufacturers. The used bike market outperforming new sales offers dealers a temporary buffer, but August could see even used bike demand collapse as consumer confidence evaporates entirely. Financing companies are reportedly tightening credit requirements, making motorcycle purchases nearly impossible for average consumers. Kawasaki's July victory over Honda might be remembered as the last competitive battle before complete industry collapse. Dealerships could close at unprecedented rates. Workers could be laid off by the thousands. Manufacturing facilities could shut down permanently. The question isn't recovery, it's survival by 2026. August could be remembered as the month American motorcycling went from lifestyle to memory. The revolution might be over, machines could stop, and highway silence might be permanent.